So currently, like I mentioned earlier, only a fraction of total revenues that are generated by the content itself that artists make actually goes back to the artist, right? And a major reason for this is because artists in the early days um, are very dependent on advances, because for them to survive in the short term, they need cash essentially, right? And what happens is then labels, they upfront this cash to them in exchange for future revenues, and that's where they get their the essentially ownership of the content and the work that an artist makes, right? It's essentially, and it's important for labels to do this, because their business model is essentially like a VC model. Very few of the artists will really make back all the money they deploy. Um, this is the one important point, that artists are dependent on advances. Um, and a second major point is, because of the way the music industry is structured, or how it was structured in the pre-internet era, there are a lot of middlemen. So labels are an example of middlemen, right? Then in terms of managing content rights across the globe, there are other various middlemen that really take commissions just to manage. Okay, this content has been streamed or has been utilized in this remote part of the world. How do you really facilitate that royalty back to the origin artist? So to do those type of services, there are additional middlemen. um, and of course, then we have the Spotify's of the world right now who have emerged, and that's another middleman that's taking more of a cut. And because of these various middlemen, we end up with 12% being coming back to the artist.